I'm Hank, and we're going back on the block with someone who has inspired and entertained kids for over 30 years, Sonia Manzano, known to us as Maria, the first Hispanic resident on Sesame Street. Not sure what the zip code is at Sesame Street, but Sonia grew up here in the Bronx in zip code 10460. We are in for a Sesame Street treat. So Sonia,
yes.
Here we are back where you used to live, but this isn't where you used to live,
No,
is it?
no, it's remarkable to me that this building has the same address. Here, if you could imagine, it was all tenements.
Wow.
With fire escapes.
You go out on the fire escape?
Oh, all the time, in the summer,
When
winter.
you looked down, what did you see?
Well, right here, right in front of us was the 3rd Avenue elevator train, and there were shoe shine boys on the corner that I envied, because why were boys allowed to do that kind of stuff and girls weren't? And then I'd walk, and right here at the bottom of the building was a grocery store, Don Joe's Bodega.
What did you go in there for all the time? What was your favorite thing?
The favorite thing was he had these big like deli jars full of coconut candy, and you could get one for 3 cents. Before we leave, we have to go around that corner. What's funny is that I remember this walk as being really long, but look, the park is right there.
You wrote a fantastic children's book called No Dogs Allowed.
Thank you.
In it it feels autobiographical. Is it?
It absolutely is. I think that everything that I've written for Sesame Street has me in mind. Because I used to watch a lot of television when I was a kid. I remember being very influenced by everything that I saw. So when I write for Sesame Street, I always think of myself as a kid in the audience. You know, walking around the neighborhood, I can't believe how small it was. And I think maybe because I was so young, I think that the world is wondrous to kids. It really is. This is the pool we used to go to, and I remember that I could dive in the water because I was a certain size, and then the next summer I dove in thinking I was going to do the same thing. I banged my head.
You grew.
Because I grew.
On Sesame Street, you went from being in front of the camera to, in a way, being behind the camera. You then started writing, I think, after you were 10 years into it.
Right. It felt very empowering to be a writer on Sesame Street. I realized what they were up against. That they had to be funny, that they had to be informative. Then I understood what was going on behind the cameras.
Now we're at PS4, where this was your school.
Right, I was in the school, I guess, till the 4th grade. At recess, we used to come across here and play in the playground.
Okay, Sonia, you have to be proud of me because I haven't called you Maria once.
Bravo.
Now I want you to be Maria.
Maria is exactly like me. And certainly everything that I've written for Sesame Street has a little bit of my background in it. I didn't know how I was going to be, how Maria should be. But all of a sudden I'm realizing what these people want. They want a real person. They want a real deal Puerto Rican. I think that that's one of the successes of the show. We were never told to sort of be the same. Kids saw real life. When I, in reality, fell in love and got married, I was going to have a baby. They said, well, if you're going to have a baby, maybe we should put that into the plot line of Sesame Street.
Who's your favorite character on the Muppet character?
Oscar the Grouch. Easy, hands down, because Oscar the Grouch is either 8 or 48.
All right. Sonia, Bathgate and 173rd Street. Same as it was when you were here?
It couldn't be more different. There were a million people on Bathgate Avenue. There were vendors. It was like Orchard Street.
Any one memory that sticks out in there? Any one place that you went into when it was there?
I remember the first pizza place that opened right on the corner there. They sold us pizza for 15 cents.
And you're an actress, you're an artist, you're a writer, and then you formed a company called Three Amigas.
Right.
With your amigas, and you started a whole other business.
Someone said, gee, let's have a design company, the other 2 amigas, and I said, well, I've never done that before. But now that you mention it, the designs are like the fire escapes, like I was, you know, kind of the Puerto Rican and Latin icons that I remember as being beautiful.
Sonia, you'll always be Maria to a lot of people, but you've been wonderful.
Well, thank you.
You've been a role model to a lot of people, and you're just a delight to have here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. And give my regards to Oscar.
I will.